Part of the appeal of Roblox is the various games available for players. From work at a pizza place to Meep City, there really is no wrong way to play in Roblox. If a player is part of the Builders Club, they can create games to share with the Roblox community. But that doesn't mean every game is a winner. Before we get into this list, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to keep up with all the latest updates from TheGamer. Without further ado, here are the 10 worst games on Roblox. Shower Simulator. Roblox is intended for children. Sure, players over the age of 13 are rampant in the Roblox community, but the general environment is meant for innocent young minds. That means there should be no bad language, no online dating, and absolutely no risque role-playing. The key word here is should, as some players refuse to follow the Roblox terms of service appropriately. While there are plenty of games for kids to play that are G-rated, not all of the games on Roblox lead to G-rated gameplay. Shower Simulator is one such game. Given the nature of bathing, there's really no way for this game to stay G-rated. In Shower Simulator, players can explore what is essentially a spa. There is a locker room as well as a variety of bathtubs and showers where players can, well, take showers, obviously. One thing to keep in mind is that most players end up showering together, and half the time they're running around in skimpy clothes. Sometimes players are only wearing underwear. The entire premise of the game is somewhat unsettling, especially when you consider some players in Roblox do not keep their gameplay G-rated. Who thought this game was a good idea? Dance clubs. Dancing is fun for all ages. Dance clubs, however, are usually meant for adults since the atmosphere typically includes racy dancing and adult beverages. One of the key elements of dance clubs is the prospect of hooking up with other clubgoers, which shouldn't be present in a game intended for children. The dance club games in Roblox aren't on this list due to lag, bad graphics, or terrible gameplay. Most of the dance clubs on Roblox are well thought out. The music is catchy, the interior design is trendy, and the atmosphere is fun and friendly. Since Roblox characters can dance, it makes sense that some players would want to show off their skills on the dance floor. However, dance clubs in Roblox are notorious for bringing out the worst in players. No one in Roblox likes the online daters, or ODers, and it's even against Roblox rules to try and online date other players. Unfortunately, since dance clubs in real life are often hookup spots, some players feel as though these clubs are the prime location to find their online girlfriend or boyfriend. Considering the ages of most Roblox players, it's beyond inappropriate and somewhat creepy. Dank memes. Everyone loves dank memes. They protect, they attack, but most importantly, dank memes always have your back. While the most popular memes may be ever-changing, one thing is certain: people will continue sharing them across social media, and occasionally, they will work their way into movies and video games. Honestly, who doesn't like being tagged in a meme? It makes sense that a game involving memes might be fun. However, the question is, how does one make an actual game out of memes which doesn't look like an Angel Fire website circa 1997? Long story short, they don't, and it's almost painful to watch this level of cringe. The dank meme games in Roblox are a dumpster fire of bad graphics and pointless gameplay. Players don't guess the meme, they don't recreate their favorite memes, and they don't become memes or create new memes. Players, in short, are bombarded with memes, literally. The games usually consist of standing in a Technicolor room from hell while poorly photoshopped memes fly around the room. Inexplicably, there are a lot of Shrek heads and Doritos. For the most part, that's it. That's all there is to most dank meme games on Roblox. Roblox Cinema. Going to the movies is a classic activity most people have enjoyed. Hollywood spends a ludicrous amount of money putting out new movies every year, and moviegoers flock to see them. While watching movies at home is fun, it's nothing compared to going out and watching a movie in the theater. Roblox has a lot of games which mimic real life. From raising babies to attending high school, players have created games that reflect popular activities. So it makes sense someone created a movie theater. The idea itself isn't a terrible idea, but when Hollywood spends so much to produce big box office hits each year, it's pretty much a given that Roblox-made films will not compare. Players can sit in a dark theater with strangers, just like in real life, and watch a movie playing on the big screen. Unfortunately, the game already lacks most of the elements which make going to the movie theater fun, such as popcorn, candy, and Dolby Digital surround sound. Players are then treated to what is essentially a PowerPoint presentation. The Roblox-made movie usually consists of weird humor, and it's just a series of scripted screenshots. While the idea is good, the execution is, shall we say, lacking. Pokeblox Go. The Pokemon franchise has been popular for years, and with the addition of Pokemon Go on smartphones, the game has reached new heights of popularity, especially since recent updates have made Pokemon Go more playable. As fans of the series know, there's been various Pokemon clones over the years as well, so it's no surprise Pokemon have found their way into the Roblox universe. Pokeblox Go is essentially the same as every Pokemon game ever. Players can walk around outdoors and discover wild Pokeblocks, which are essentially exact copies of Pokemon. They can run from them or fight them, just like in the Pokemon games we know and love. However, However, players have complained that the fight mechanics are broken and difficult to use. On top of that, it appears as though every poke blocks players runs into will be severely overpowered, leaving them no chance of winning a battle or, if they manage to win, leaving their poke blocks near death. As every trainer knows, an injured Pokemon is not ideal. With so many Pokemon games already available, does the video game industry really need another poorly executed ripoff? Apparently someone thought so, since there is a Roblox version of Pokemon after all. Survive the killers. At some point, nearly every person has wondered what their reaction would be if they ever encountered a horror movie-level serial killer in real life. Nearly everyone has a plan of action if they were ever to find themselves in a real-life horror movie. Never split up. Don't go upstairs. Get out of the house! Thankfully, Roblox offers a game where players can survive the killers in Area 51. Oh, did we mention that basically everyone would like to check out what's actually in Area 51? According to the Roblox player who created this game, it's not aliens, it's serial killers. No, seriously. There are at least 5 different killers looking to destroy players in Area 51. The entire point of the game is to simply avoid death. Unlike Murder Mystery, there's no mystery of who the killer is because they're pretty much out in the open. Players will come face to face with Jeff the Killer, Slender Man, and even Jack the Ripper while roaming the halls of Area 51. While the idea in general may have been a good one, the execution is lacking. Unless, of course, players want to simply run around screaming with a group of their friends. In that case, it's perfect. Hamster Simulator. Simulation games are everywhere. Gamers can be a goat, a trucker, or even a farmer. They can build cities, control a house of people who can never seem to get out of the pool, or become a tycoon. What type of tycoon? Basically any type of tycoon they can imagine. It seems as though Roblox is notorious for replicating or copying other games, so it only makes sense that someone would roll out an animal simulation game. In this case, it's a hamster simulator. Players can customize their hamster and then roam about in a room. That's about it. It appears as though the main point of the game is, once again, to not die. After surviving an undisclosed amount of time, players are awarded points. It doesn't appear as though those points really mean anything either. If the entire point of this game is to survive as a hamster, players would probably be wise to stay out of classrooms and risk becoming a class pet. Also, cats are probably a problem if they exist in the game. Hamster Simulator is pretty pointless, but if players have always wondered what it's like to be a hamster, they can easily find out. Get eaten. This game is pretty self-explanatory. The entire point is to get eaten, usually by some giant face. The game is pretty strange, but there is a point system where points are needed to advance to the next level of gameplay. If a player deems this game fun or worthy of their time, players start the level at the top of a giant slide. From there, they must choose a vehicle, which can range from food-shaped cars to regular Roblox vehicles. Once in a car, players have to head towards the start of a giant slide and navigate their way down to the face. Anyone who's driven a car in Roblox knows the game mechanics when driving are a bit unruly, so this can actually be difficult. Then it's up to the player to make their way all the way down to the face, where they'll finally be eaten. That's about it as far as gameplay goes. Players can continue playing in order to reach the next level, if they get enough points, but it appears as though each level is basically the same, with very slight differences. All in all, it's a fairly pointless game to play when there are so many better games available in Roblox. OBBY clones. Obstacle courses have always been popular, as evidenced by the numerous television shows in which contestants have to compete in an obstacle course. Beating out opponents and getting to the end of an obstacle course grants the competitor bragging rights and, in some cases, prizes. It shows they have the intelligence and physical strength to undertake such a task. This, of course, means Roblox will have obstacle courses, referred to as OBBYs, wherein players can also try their hand at competing in obstacle course. In fact, there are so many OBBYs in Roblox, they tend to run together. Some may be better than others, but players would have to dig through several pages of OBBY games in order to find out which is the best and who even has time for that. There are evil toilet OBBYs, superhero OBBYs, monster OBBYs, and even Five Nights at Freddy's OBBYs. Basically, any OBBY a player can imagine can be found on Roblox and then some. Unfortunately, they're all basically the same, so gameplay can become tedious even if a player enjoyed their first OBBY. However, these games are wildly popular, and numerous OBBY Let's Plays can be found across YouTube and Twitch. Scammer games. Since most Roblox players are children, they probably don't have full-time jobs. Without jobs, there's no steady source of income, which typically isn't a problem if there are no bills to pay. While not being a pay-to-play game, Roblox does lean towards being a freemium game, where players can purchase clothes and other items if they have the money to pay for on Roblox. Imagine being a child who really wants a certain item of clothing, but your allowance won't cover the cost of Roblox. Naturally, people are going to want what they can't have, and there's scammers who will definitely take advantage of that. While some generous Roblox streamers owners love to give out Roblox to fans, there certainly isn't enough free Roblox to go around. Enter the scammers. Scammers usually boast free Roblox to anyone willing to play the game. The game seems legitimate and scammers throw in at least some semblance of a game. Eventually, there comes a time when the scam game encourages players to enter their username and password in order to redeem their free Roblox, only to find their account stolen later. As Roblox clearly states, along with many other games, never enter your username or password anywhere other than the official site. What is the worst game you've ever played in Roblox? What game is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can watch more videos from our playlist. Thanks for watching.